Hi everybody, Amy Love here, and welcome to this little YouTube hop of beautiful art journal pages. And if you stick around to the end and comment, you will get a chance to win an art journal. I started out with a gessoed piece of mixed media paper, and I am now adding some matte medium gel to adhere down this beautiful tissue paper that a friend of mine shared with me. I do believe it is Tim Holtz. And you need to make sure you get those edges and corners, because I had to go back and do the corners a little bit because I didn't get them good enough. So I just think that's so pretty. Now I am going to baby wipe paint with my Delusions paints. And baby wipe painting, it's fun, y'all. I didn't need a brush, and I love it. So I started with the lightest color first, which was kind of a yellow green, and now I'm coming in with the darker color, and I really don't know what I'm doing. I can't decide. I'm thinking I'm not going to cover the whole page with this color, maybe leave the middle open, and then I'm like, nah, I changed my mind, and well, that's the fun about art journaling, isn't it? So then I just covered the whole page, but I left the middle kind of more yellow. And then I'm going to do a little dry brushing with that turquoise color. And then, of course, I end up not liking some of that, but hey, that's what the baby wipes for. I just wipe it right off and then do something else. I didn't like that one either, but what are you going to do? Let's bubble wrap paint. So I break out the yellow and my bubble wrap. I'm just playing with this background, just making some layers. Now I've broken out my Dylusion spray with this mask that a friend gave me, and I don't remember which friend, but thank you for sharing. And I am going to cover the page with the spray while also starting another page with the leftovers. Love that. Yeah, but it's, I didn't like it. Was a little darker than I wanted to be, a little brighter. So I decided to add some watered down gesso. I'm just covering up now everything that I just did with the watered down gesso. But then I just break back out my baby wipe to kind of reveal some of that stuff that's under there. So you can see some of it popping through. But it definitely mellowed that out a little bit, and I was more comfortable with that. Now I love this little net stamp that I have, netting, it's like netting, and I'm using some gold ink to stamp on there, and it's not showing up very good on camera, but it looks beautiful in person. You have to take my word for it, unless you're the lucky winner of the art journal. And now I'm like, let's finger paint, right? Come on. Love to finger paint. Got to get my hands dirty. So I'm adding some of the blue all about. And then I can't forget my handy dandy baby wipes. I go back in and kind of smooth that out so it doesn't have such a rough edge. Kind of blends in a little bit better. Now I cut this heart stencil out of a brick chipboard stencil that I had, and I am filling it with crackle paste because crackle paste is amazing. So we are going to get those down there. And then I decide to use this stencil and add some like sour apple pearl mist spray. And you can't really see it either, but you can see it in person. I promise you can. So I break out the oil pastels that I just never play with, and I thought, well, now's the time. And I happened to be Skyping at the time with a dear friend who was also making an art journal page, and she did something similar on her page with these bricks, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta do that. I'm totally scrap lifting that from you right now and gonna do it on this page I'm working on. But luckily for me, she was totally cool with that. Totally cool with that. So thank you, my friend Kim Fuller, for the inspiration. So now I am adding some of the oil pastels, and I don't remember what the color is. It's like a tannish color, and then I'm spraying it, and then I'm going to spread it around, and then it just gets into all the cracks and makes the cracks look amazing. I love crackle paste. And I do the same thing on the other one. So pretty. was so glad I broke out my oil pastels for this because they just been sitting there doing nothing, and I just had a good time. So I go ahead and take that tan and add it to the blue I already used to define the bricks, and it just gives it more definition. And I really like I like how that is, and I'm just finger painting, y'all. Love it. Get my hands dirty. But I do like the softness it gives when you rub it with your fingers. Rub it in, smear it around. Looks good. All right, now here is a long old bit of information about how this is going to work and why we're doing it and how you can win. And so if you want to pause and read that, you go for it. Or you just comment below with enter me. And you can find the list to follow along with the hop in the description box. But I can't talk that fast, so if you want to read all that, go ahead and pause it. Or you can just follow the information in the description box below. All right, now I am putting on some black Dylusions ink, and I'm spraying it with water, and I'm totally out of frame, and I hate when that happens. I'm also adding some blue, and I'm spraying it with water and just letting it run all down my page, and then I'm like, I don't like it running down all my page, so I sop that up with paper towels and baby wipes. Kind of just, at first I thought I wanted it to run down the page, and then I thought, I just want it to kind of run through the heart. So I cleaned that up a little bit, and then have to, because I sprayed so much water, I sprayed it right out of the heart and had to add some more ink. But that's what art journaling is. It's kind of like trial and error. Let's just play and see how it turns out. So I'm doing the same thing on the other heart. And I do love the way the crackle picks up the ink. I just didn't like the way the ink was running all over my page. There's a big one. Right? Now I got to add some blue. All right, and then we actually have a theme. Everybody's art journal pages will have artist quotes on them, which I am just adding down with some gel medium. And I know that my current subbies will be so surprised I did not use pink anywhere in this project. I know. What? It's crazy. So I'm basically just doing the same technique with those oil pastels that I did on the bricks because I liked how it looked. And I thought, well, let's just do the same thing here. And I like it. I like it a lot. Looking good. Fingers dirty. Love that. So I'm coming back in with that tan color. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what colors they were. I can look it up. I mean, I can look at my crayons. They're in my craft room. But I'm outside doing the voiceover right now. So hopefully the traffic noise isn't too bad. Or the birds aren't singing too loud. And then I'm trying to use my Radiant Rain Dauber. This thing gives me so much trouble. To kind of give the, like frame it, really. I'm trying to frame it. And, some spots got a little darker than I wanted, but hey, I got my baby white ready and handy. Do a little blending. All right, and now is my favorite part. It's doodling time. I love to doodle. I could doodle all day, and someday I will probably do an art journal page that's nothing but doodles because they're fun. And they're basically just little squiggles with dots in between. And I am using my food ball pen. My food ball pen is amazing. It's one of my favorite things. I swear to you, if it's dry, the food ball pen will write on it and over it, no matter how lumpy it is or what. It does got to be dry though. The food ball doesn't like the wet stuff. But so you can see right there on the corner, my page is coming up a little bit, so I had to go back and use a little bit more matte medium. That's why you want to make sure you get those edges and corners real good. But I love it. All the way around. All the way around. Believe me, I could have doodled every brick, but I didn't. Okay, and now I am using some more of that tan color. I just love, I'm going to have to look it up and see what it is because I used just, I just kept using it on this project. Watered it down kind of to outline the heart a little bit. Love it. I really don't remember what it is, but I used it all day long. I don't think it's burnt sienna. I don't know. If you want to know, though, just ask below and I'll look it up. And here's my favorite stencil, little tiny polka dots. Love the stencil. I use it all the time. If you've been watching my channel, and I think I've used it on almost every art journal page I've done because I love it. And now I'm using some Inka Gold. This Inka Gold is called Antique Silver, but I don't care what that label says. It's gold, y'all. It's gold. And so I'm just putting that everywhere because I like things to be shiny. And then just look at that crackle. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you all hop along, and if you need the details, they are in the description. And don't forget to comment under Enter Me if you'd like to be entered to win the completed art journal. Thanks, everybody.